It's 9:47 p.m. You are staring at your phone. You just got the invite to your first college party. It's been a couple of weeks since you got here. New campus, new people, new expectations. You're here on a full scholarship, which means you don't get things wrong. Most of the time, at least. And right now, you don't know what to do. You've seen these before. The stories, the pictures, people laughing, loud music, bright flickering lights. Everyone looks like they belong there, like this is normal to them, like they've always been here. But you've been in your room, daydreaming, scrolling, watching, thinking, trying to figure out where you fit into all of this. Because this place has a way of reminding you you weren't supposed to be here. You earned your way in. Everyone else, they were expected. Tonight, though, you don't have to watch anymore. You pick up your phone, type, delete, type again. Yeah, I'll come. You stare at it. You haven't sent it yet. Because once you do, there's no going back. You hit send, and instantly, that quiet feeling in your chest turns into something heavier. They reply in seconds. Bet, pull up. And now you realize it's real. Now you actually have to go. And suddenly, nothing in your closet works. Everything's too basic, too try-hard, too you. You change, then change again, and again. Every version of you feels wrong. Because it's not really about the clothes. It's about the question you can't answer. Do you belong there? Eventually, you settle on your favorite band shirt, some thrifted jeans, and your new pair of shoes. The ones that are still stuffed inside their box. Not perfect, but it's something that looks decent. You step outside. It's colder than you expected. You start walking. Every step feels heavier. Every second closer feels louder. You see the house, lights flashing, music shaking the walls, people outside like they've done this before. You pass groups of people, some laughing, some already heading the same direction. They don't look nervous. They don't look like you feel. And for a second, you wonder if they know something you don't. You stop, right before the door. You either walk in, or you don't. Your hand moves toward the door, then stops. What if you say something wrong? What if you look out of place? What if everyone notices? Or worse, what if no one does? What if you walk in and nothing changes? You open the door, and everything hits at once. Loud music, overlapping voices, bright lights. It's louder, brighter, faster than you expected. You step inside, and no one stops you. No one questions you. No one even cares to look your way. You just exist there. You look around. Everyone's in their own world, talking, laughing, pretending. And then it clicks. They don't know what they're doing either. They just look like they do. And somehow, that makes it easier to breathe. But then, you start noticing things. Certain people aren't just talking. They're watching. Not the party, the people. Short conversations, quick glances, names being mentioned like they mean something. You hear fragments. Top tier, connected, not worth it. It doesn't make sense, but it stays with you. 5 minutes in, you're looking for the bathroom. That's the most honest thing you can say about what happens next. You are not investigating. You are not snooping. You are looking for a bathroom in a house you have never been in, and the only door you haven't tried is at the top of a staircase with a rope across it. The rope isn't locked. It's not even fully closed, just hanging loose against the banister. You step over it. The voices slow you down before the door does. 4, maybe 5 people, speaking in the clipped shorthand of people who have done this before. And one voice You've heard it before. In a lecture hall, during a student assembly. It belongs to the head of the Student Opportunities Committee, the person responsible for recommending students for every exclusive internship, research placement, and alumni mentorship program on this campus. You stop, and you listen. They're not talking about parties or classes. They're talking about people, students, ranking them, comparing them, evaluating them. GPA, connections, family money, influence, who rises, who fades, who gets opportunities, and who doesn't. Who moves forward this semester, and who quietly stops receiving the emails, who stops getting the calls, who graduates having never understood why certain doors never opened. The door is not fully closed. Through the gap, for 3 seconds, maybe 4, you can see the laptop screen. You can see the spreadsheet. And at the bottom of the visible list, highlighted separately from everyone else, you see your own name. Category? Merit, no network, low yield. Your chest tightens. Your mind starts racing. If they see you, this isn't just a list anymore. This becomes real, permanent. You have one decision and about 15 seconds to make it. You can walk away, go back downstairs, finish the party, spend the rest of your degree wondering why the right opportunities never seemed to find you, and never knowing it wasn't random. Or you can take the photograph and know exactly what you're carrying when you walk back down those stairs. Your thumb is already on the camera icon. You snap the photograph. One shot, no second angle, no hesitation. You turn around and walk back to the staircase before anyone moves inside that room. Back over the rope, back into the noise, back into the lights, the now loud and nauseating music, and the people completely unaware of what is unfolding upstairs. You find a corner. You open the photo. It's blurred at the edges. The angle isn't clean, but the columns are readable. The categories are readable. And your name, at the bottom, is readable. You look at the people in this room differently now. Some of them are on that list, somewhere near the top probably, the ones whose parents went here, whose names appear on campus buildings, who got the internship call in the second week of freshman year and just assumed that's how it works for everyone. You leave without telling anyone you're going. Outside, the cold hits you again. Same temperature as when you arrived. Different person walking back through it. You get back to your room, close the door. Silence. You look up the names you recognized on the list, their public profiles, their LinkedIn pages, the student newspaper mentions, the internships they got, the research positions, the alumni mentorship programs. Then you look at the ones near the bottom, the ones in the same category as you. The pattern is not subtle. Every student in the top tier received at least one high-value placement last semester. Every student in the bottom tier, the merit no network category, received the standard communications and nothing more. This is not a social hierarchy. This is not a popularity contest. This is a resource allocation system built by students with institutional access, operating inside a university's official infrastructure, making decisions that shape careers, and no one outside that room knows it exists. You didn't stumble into gossip. You stumbled into the mechanism, the inner workings, the thing that explains 4 weeks of closed doors you couldn't understand. And you have a photograph of it. You are still on scholarship. Your grades are still real. Your application was still real. Your seat in this institution was earned on terms that had nothing to do with what is on that spreadsheet. But the list exists. And now you know that the version of this campus everyone shows you during orientation, the equal opportunity, the level playing field, the merit-based everything, exists alongside a different version that runs quietly behind it. Then your phone lights up, unknown number, a message reading, You were upstairs for a little longer than you should have been. You weren't supposed to see that. Another one. Now we know exactly where you stand. We saw you. And just like that, you realize you didn't just go to your first college party. You walked into something else entirely.